What's up, guys? I made a video of me taking the YD100 off of this bike and putting that 50cc on it. I may or may not post it. I got a new camera for Christmas, but it was kind of an entry-level deal, not all that great. But anyways, I got that $15 50cc on here. It was advertised as a 6680, and then when I got it, I realized that that wasn't the case. This was my first ChinaDoll. I didn't really consider the YD100 a ChinaDoll, but see, it won't let me switch this video back. I'll have to do some editing. Anyways, yeah, I didn't consider the YD100 a ChinaDoll, so when I got this, I was like, wow, I got, my first legit ChinaDoll. But like I said, it ended up being a 50cc. It's got the 40 millimeter piston in it. That thing is so tiny. I've got a video of when I took the YD100 off of this bike. I got a video of putting this back together, but I don't think that I got too many pictures or videos of it when it was apart. But yeah, when I took the head off of it and seen that tiny little piston, that piston's like, it's tiny. And I don't know, it was a little bit of a disappointment, but it was 15 bucks, so what are you gonna do? But anyways, I got it going the other night when I took the when I switched it over, and I got a quick little video, but it was a crap video. It was dark outside, and my nut is missing off of my magnet. That's too weird. That's beyond weird. All right, I'm gonna have to pause it here and figure this out. All right, that was crazy. Phone won't get straight on it. I guess it's the lighting. I went and robbed one off of my test motor, YD100 number 2. I'm gonna have to do some investigating and figure out what happened there. I've ridden this bike a few times since I put the motor on it. I cannot get my phone to act right. Let me try this again. So I've ridden this a few times since I put this motor on it, since I switched this over. I've ridden it a couple times. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it fell off while I was riding, if I didn't tighten it down and it vibrated loose. If I forgot to put it on there, I really have no idea what's going on. But I was just planning on a quick ride today. I wasn't gonna do anything crazy. I just wanted to fire it up and let you guys hear it. I've been wanting to make some videos, but I just haven't been doing it with my new work schedule. It's supposed to be 4 to 2, 4 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning, and they've got us coming in an hour early, so I'm doing 3 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning, Tuesday through Friday, and then I got to go in on Monday, which is supposed to be my day off, and I'm doing 8 hours, 6 to 8, or I'm sorry, 6 to 2, and thought I might have just found my bolt, piece of rubber hose. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just wore out and trying to adjust to this new work schedule, and I'm wore out, but just gonna do a quick little rip here and try to get it fired up. It runs like dog crap. It's not tuned or anything, but it does run. The story behind it was somebody bought it and said it didn't work, so they boxed it up and sent it back to the people getting their money back, and it was just the motor in the box. That's all I got. No carb or exhaust, just the intake. That was it. And so their email was, it doesn't work, it's junk. And that was it. That's all it said. It doesn't work, it's junk. And the little plastic, yeah, right here actually, that little plastic boot on the CDI, that little boot right there was covering the entire terminal. So if they plugged it in like that, it wasn't making contact and it wasn't working. And also too, the clutch was slipping real hard. Like the clutch wasn't grabbing at all. So tighten the clutch up and got that rubber boot pulled back. And it fires right up. It runs a lot different than the YD100. The YD100, you're locking tires up trying to get it going, you know. But anyways, I'm super impressed with this little motor. I think I got a 34 two sprocket, 36, something like that. And it does not want to get going. This thing, the way it sits right now, untuned and just put on it, has no torque. It does not want to go. But once you get up to speed, it'll ride. I actually got up to 37 the other night going downhill. But it cruises, you know, right around 27, 30 miles an hour, something like that. And once it gets up there, it doesn't mind riding, but it definitely doesn't like climbing. Will not go up a hill. But this is my first motor other than the YD100, so... but I've got some plans. I've got some stuff going on. I don't know how it's going to work out, but if I can get motivated and get my time together, then I'm going to start some projects. But anyways, like I said, I just wanted to jump in, and who knows? The people that bought it, they just, I don't think they wanted to be part of the hobby, because this is all just part of it. Like me finding my bolt missing just now. I mean, that's the norm. But let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get it to fire up one time. I'm just going to let it fire up and run for a minute, and then I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to see what happens. There's my old truck sitting back in the woods there. My new G-Ride. Way better on gas. Yeah, my tack started messing up. I think the battery's dead in it. But right before I took the YD off, I might post some of that video. You know, I had my speedometer on because I had my phone on here. I was filming with the new camera, and it's just so laggy, and everything in the video is like standing still. So my speedometer says, you know, 34 miles an hour, and it doesn't even look like I'm moving because it's just so laggy. But I'm gonna try to get it right. And this thing was drained completely of gas because it's been leaking. It's been leaking right here at the fitting. At the filter, it's been leaking right here. So I drained all the gas out of it last time, siphoned all the gas out after that last ride. Get a little bit in the carb there. See if she'll fire up. Doesn't want to idle. didn't have to pedal like that with the YD100. This is the hill I got up to 37 the other night on. I barely get up. So much for a braking period. Oh, I gotta take the choke off. Ah. Damn. We're right up that hill. She likes this cold weather. I'm gonna run out of gas probably. I didn't put much gas in here at all. Bad time to be hitting bump. I'm over here trying to fix my camera. See if it'll idle. It's running a lot better in this cold weather. Now, yeah, so that's the 49cc in all its glory. I'm impressed with that little motor. It's running a lot better actually with this colder weather. And My video keeps jacking up. But yeah, it's running a lot better in this colder weather. I'm gonna get away from these folks and their dog, call them a dog. But this colder weather, it's running a lot better. I don't know why my video keeps cutting out like that. But yeah, it was actually trying to get on the pipe a little bit there. I wish I had my phone going on the speedometer so I knew how fast I was going. I'd say probably, you know, at least 33. She was cruising. Started getting on the pipe. Like I said, once you gain speed and you don't need that torque, it'll run. It'll get up there and run. You know, it was probably doing, you know, 5.5, maybe 6,000 RPMs. Probably not that. Probably about 5,500 RPMs. I mean, for a stock motor. I just know I've never gotten above, you know, 45. My YD100, when I did 41 that time, the fastest I ever got it was 41, and I was at like 7,400 RPMs. So I'm just now starting to get into the game of high RPMs and learning more about porting. I ported my second YD100, but that motor's had problems out of the gate. I've already replaced the bottom end bearings and rebuilt it a couple times and really learning off of that. I got a good mechanical knowledge. You know, I've rebuilt my truck, had to do several motor swaps in my truck. Didn't build the motor, but replaced the motor, you know. Had a property maintenance business for a while, so I was always maintaining my two-stroke equipment, my lawnmowers. You know, so I got a good mechanical background. I'm a carpenter by trade. But, yeah, man, I like it. 49 cc's. 49 cc's. I'm digging it. Little 40 millimeter piston. Runs good. All right, well, we heard it run. Until next time. My $70 Temu chainsaw. 2-stroke. 52 cc. This thing's a beast. It's got that easy start. Now, that chain's a little dull, but like I said, for 70 bucks on Temu, man, I'm loving it. And I don't mean to get off topic here, but the way this saw is running, it's just feeding my urge to do a saw build that much more. So I got a little plan in the works. I'm gonna start small. You know, I'm learning, so, but yeah, man, I just wanted to show that, you know. And I got on my little chainsaw kick, so I got on Marketplace, and I found this one. It was like 25 bucks, but you know, if it's got any gas in it, it won't stay idling. I took the carb apart and cleaned it, but I need to put a carb kit in it. See if I can get this one started real quick without messing up my video. Probably ain't no gas in it. But yeah, I got that one after those hurricanes we had this last year. Had some trees down around here that I wanted to deal with, needed to deal with. So after this last go around, I didn't have any of my tools, you know, and so I looking around. I was about to go just buy a cheap chainsaw for a couple $100, you know, and then saw that and I figured, well, let me try it. And the only thing that it will not stay idling though. Yeah, I need a carb kit in that one. The only thing I don't like about this Temu chainsaw is that easy start. I'm not used to it, you know. I'm used to drop starting a chainsaw. You can't do that with this one. You just pull the rope up and wait. Yeah, they got some little dogs on it. But yeah, on a normal day when it's not cold, like I had to, you know, this one's out of gas too, but hadn't ran them in a month. But this one, normally you come out here and you choke it, you pull it 2 times, it cracks on the second pull. You turn the choke off, pull it on the 3rd time, it starts every time. Things are reliable, man. 70 bucks. It models a Husqvarna. It's like a small Rancher 55. But it has a different scream to it, you know. This thing, when it's revving, it's running good. It does need that carb kit. But this thing just is a different animal. And you can buy these, you know, I know everybody's doing the MS 460s and 380s and whatever. But you can buy just these cheap generic knockoff cylinders, and that's probably where I'm going to start. I've actually ordered a 43 millimeter piston for this bike. I think this will be trying to put Christmas stuff away for my mom's. I think this will be the platform that I end up using, but 40 millimeter, and I'm going to bump up to a 43 millimeter. I think they called that a 52cc as well. It wasn't replicating that at all. It was just a cheap cylinder online. I think it was Amazon or something. I was looking at the 45s and the 44, the 40F5 and the 44F5 trimmer cylinders. You know, I'm just going generic cylinder, you know, but I think it'll be cool because I'm digging this 40 millimeter. So I think it'd be cool to try like a 43, see if I can get a little bit more torque out of it with some porting and the proper tuning, and ride with a 43 millimeter. I haven't really seen that. I don't know a lot, but the surfing that I do, you know, my little bit of keyboard warriorship, I've, you know, done a lot of searching on stuff. I haven't seen any 43s, so I'm gonna do that, and that'll be my start into the hybrid game. I guess that's hybrid, the saw game anyways. So, but anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show that. I'll probably throw this on the end of that video, me running that. And I might end up piecing together a little video but yeah, I split all this with, I did the rip cuts on all this with that little Temu saw. This is oak. That ain't nothing to play with. That's oak. I ripped that. I ripped this stump. I'm gonna make a bench. Rip that stump. Not trying to get off topic, but yeah, that blade needs some it needs some sharpening. But I ripped that up, cut all that up right there, and I ripped this board down. I wanted to get a plank. I'm gonna do like a tabletop or something. But yeah, I figured I'd throw that on there, like I said. But golly, flippy floppy. So I'm messing up my camera here. That 43 millimeter cylinder kit is supposed to be in hopefully this upcoming week, and we'll work on getting that started. I need to break down the YD100 number 2 and completely rebuild it because I had too much tension on the crank. So I still had that strange noise that I had from the jump. The first time it was definitely the bearings just were chewed up on that thing brand new. So I need to break it down. I need to do that. And then my original YD100, which I believe is the 10 millimeter wrist pin on the YD100 crank. But I need to tear into that. I've never tore into that motor since I put it on that bike. That was my first motor ever. And looking through the exhaust, you can see there's some scoring and there's some damage in there. So ran it without an air filter, not really a break-in process, and a lot of abuse. That bike was my daily for 6 months, to and from work and anywhere I needed to go in Gainesville there. Put a lot of time and a lot of miles on that bike. I'll have to see if I can get that tack going long enough to get the hours off of it. And there's additional hours because I had that bike running for a while before I ever put the tack on it. But anyways, I'm gonna quit flapping off at the gums and get. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that on there, and man, that thing screams for a little $70 chainsaw. You can't beat it. But yeah, back to the bikes. This will be the next project, I think. Got to get that Del Mar going. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to get, hopefully soon, I'll be, like I said, getting some footage of the original YD100 that was on this bike. This was my very first bike. And get my first motor tore down and see what it looks like on the inside. And start doing some engine work on this one. I want to get that other cylinder and see if I can't get it on there, see if I can't make that work and figure that out. I really want to dive into building on these things. I just need to get used to this new schedule at work and get motivated and get some time. Also get my stuff set up a little bit better to where I can actually work. But yeah, that's what I got going on. So again, I think I'm saying peace for like the second time now. I'm gonna quit flapping. I'll see y'all later. So after that, I got done saying goodbye 3 times on that last video, I started running this saw a little bit. And when it warmed up, it really started screaming, started running a lot better. So I figured I'd pop back in and show that. And I'm wanting to say this is a 25cc. That bigger one, I know it's a 52 bigger. It's a small saw, but I believe it's a 50. Well, I know it's a 52, but I believe this is a 25, if I'm not mistaken. But if I can get that little 40cc transformed with that 43 millimeters kit, or if I can just get that one with porting and then tuning, get that thing to scream like this, I'll be happy. Get some higher revs. I haven't given up on the YD100s yet, though, either. So, but anyways, again, deuces.